Hello, Eleanor. This is your grandfather, and I'm going to read you a story today entitled Tumford the Terrible. Tumford is a cat, and it says here that Tumford never means to cause trouble, but you know how that goes. Sometimes, even if you don't mean to cause trouble, uh, trouble happens. It's written by Nancy Tillman. And we start off in the sweet little village of Sweet Apple Green. There is the tiniest cottage you've ever seen. In it lives a cat causing trouble with and without. His name is Tumford, Tumford Stout. And there's a picture of Tumford. And look he's got a big stack of pancakes that he's looking at. Looks like he's headed for trouble with those pancakes. But love isn't measured in muddy galoshes or broken tea dishes or trampled on squashes. No, love is a thing that just happens, you see. Like the way I love you and the way you love me. And there's a picture of Tumford. He's chasing a bird. That's what cats do. And there is a goose, it looks like, being all upset by Tumford's pursuit of the bird. Pages are hard to turn. And so it goes, Georgie and Violet Stout loved their little cat Tumford day in and day out. They fed him with Violet's twinklefish pie, and they nicknamed him Tummy. Can you guess why? I guess this must be the fish pie right over here. And there's Tumford waiting to eat it with a bib that says Tummy on it. Tumford had a tummy. But oh dear and oh my, there was one small pity. Tumford, it seems, was a most stubborn kitty. You don't know stubborn kitties, do you? In spite of the manners he often forgot, he would not say, "I'm sorry." Oh no, he would not. Look at poor Tumford went through a bunch of spilt paint, probably spilled him himself, and then he tracked footprints all across the floor. Instead, do you know what Tumford Stout did? Well, I see you've guessed it. That's right. Tummy hid. And there's Tumford hiding in a shopping bag. You can see his little ears sticking out of the top of that shopping bag. Of all the things he thought were the worst. And there's Tumford thinking about things that are the worst. Saying I'm sorry surely came first. There's Tumford hiding rather than saying he's sorry. He picked a good place to hide. No one would find him there. One day, Vi and Georgie both said to each other, as Tumford Stout's father and Tumford Stout's mother, we could try a plan of a different kind. Perhaps with a treat, Tummy might change his mind. In the village today, there'll be a big fair. It would be grand if we all went there. But Tummy, Vi said, look me straight in the eyes. If you make a mess, you'll apologize. You promise, Tummy, 100%? I promise, said Tumford. Now here's Tumford promising to be good at this fair. And we'll see what happens. And so off they went. Tumford wearing shiny yellow boots. And they're off with their goose to the fair. But as Violet was eating and Georgie was pitching, out of the blue, Tummy's nose started twitching. Something smelled marvelous over the hedge. My, he could see it, right there on the ledge. It wasn't his usual baked twinkle fishies, but kippers, his favorite of all fishy dishes. Before they could join in a game of Red Rover, Tom had forgot himself and jumped over. So look at, here's Tumford jumping over the hedge for these kippers right down there. What a naughty kitty. He forgot himself and went for the kippers. And then, then the crash and the squeals and the shouts. Oh, then the trouble that met Tumford Stout. Heavens and stars of all sweet apple green, Tom had spilled fish on the village fair queen. Oh my. And I'll bet you know just what Tumford Stout did. You guessed right, you guessed it. Tumford Stout hid. Well, here he is spilling the fishies on the queen of the fair. And those words are just awful, he thought. I can't do it. They'd stuck in his throat and he'd choke. He just knew it. It wasn't that he was all bad, Tumford Stout. It just was so hard to get those words out. But then as he hid, a new thought started growing. It warmed up his tummy and toes and kept going. And the thought grew so large that he said it out loud. It might feel good if I make the Stouts proud. Wow. It might make them happy and me happy too. Maybe that's why it's the right thing to do. Well, here's the fair queen who had the fishes spelt on her. And there's Tumford. As we know, he's hiding. I'll bet you've guessed what comes next in the story. Tumford stepped forward and said he was sorry. He meant those words too, and what's better than that? For nothing is worse for an insincere cat. And there's Tumford looking very sincere and saying that he is sorry for spilling those fish on the queen. Both the Stouts cheered, and then the crowd cheered again, because everybody felt so wonderful then. And Tummy just sat back and purred at the wondrous effect of that one little word. Look at Tumford, he's looking very happy. And so there you go, that's the end of the story of how Tumford Stout finally said he was sorry. There aren't always cheers when he knocks over platters, but he's always loved, and that's all that matters. And there's Tumford. Looks like he's still spilling popcorn and tipping fish bowls and those sort of things. But he's learned a big lesson to say he's sorry when he does something wrong. And that's the story of Tumford the Terrible. It's been great reading to you today, and hope to see you sometime soon, hopefully this spring. Love y'all. Bye.